Does your garden look like this and you want it to look something like this? Then make sure to watch this video till the end, because I'm gonna be giving you the top 10 best tips that you guys need to make your farm look something like this. And if you watch this video till the end, you will easily have 100 billion shekels in like no time. And also hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I'm trying to get to 10k subscribers before the end of this month, and your guys' support would go a long way. Anyways, now let's start this video. The first tip is to beg for fruits, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to beg and just get like a fruit in the first 5 minutes. Hey yo, come back here. Hey, that's all you gotta say. Okay, look, I told you it's that easy. Come on, give me the fruit. Oh, wait, what? What? Why'd you climb it? Thanks a lot, chat. Now let's go ahead and check how much this actually sells for. And boom, easy 700k. Bro, I had like 40k before this. So that is a big jump, alright? I would say starting off a couple of days, just beg like crazy. And those are gonna help you a lot, alright? Now the next tip is to go ahead and use tiny tasks. So you can basically AFK over the sprinklers, and let me show you how many sprinklers I have. Look at this. 4 master, 104 advanced, you know the drill, okay? And to do this method, basically you need tiny tasks, and there's a full detailed video on my channel. It's actually on the top right now. If you want to go ahead and watch that video, go watch it after this one. And what you gotta do is basically come over to the gear shop, scroll to the bottom, start your tiny task, and then just watch the video how I do it, and then just click spamming over here, and then you'll buy every single one. And you can do this when you're like leaving for school, or like going to sleep, or just doing something really long. You know you're going to be missing a lot of stocks, so this is just going to go ahead and buy all of them. Those are one of the main reasons why I have so big millions. Tip number 3 is going to be using the bamboo trick. Now the bamboo trick is actually pretty easy, and this is probably one of the most easiest method when you're like a beginner. All you have to do is go over to the seeds area, buy the bamboo seeds. Almost every single time they're going to be in stock, and there's only like 13 to 20 in stock. So make sure you buy all of them after the begging, obviously, and then just look at how many bamboos I have over here, alright? Let me just go ahead and show you one of my cheapest bamboo, alright? Pollinated and frozen, alright? That's basically 2x and I think another 2x or 5x. That's basically a 15x, and all you have to do is wait like 10 minutes or maximum 30 minutes. And what you gotta do is come over to the sell guy and just ask him what is the price of this. Boom, 74k, and you spend only 4k for one of these bamboos. Now imagine how much I can get from all of these bamboos. Look at all of these bamboos. Some of them have like multiple enchants. Celestial, some have celestial, which is like 100x, so that's like 740k already, right? And some have voidbreaker. Look, bloodlit, this is like another 2x, and then moonlit, that's also 2x, so 2 and 5 and then 10 and then another 2x. Yeah, probably I'm speaking garbage right now. I know for a beginner you're probably not that familiar with mutations, so just go ahead and give the wiki a look, and you'll easily understand how these mutations work. Alright, the tip number 4 is to join stock servers on Discord. Now I'm going to be linking one down in the description below. All you have to do is just join it and set up your roles for the seeds. Now this is what it's going to look like over the honey stocks or these stocks. For example, I selected bamboo. Every single time bamboo comes in stock, I get mentioned. So if it's on my phone or like the Discord is open, I'm going to get a notification, and I'll instantly know that bamboo is in stock. Just like that, I have also enabled it for godly sprinkler as well as the master sprinkler, so as soon as they're on, I'll just stop whatever I'm doing and just go ahead and buy this. That is the extra mile you gotta go to get all of these, but they're not even that hard, alright? And there are a lot of servers which give you stocks like every single 5 minutes, alright? Now tip number 4 is to get really good pets, and this tip I'm really struggling with as well, because honestly I don't have that good of pets, but I have opened plenty of eggs right now. But what you need to try to get is either the mole. What the mole does is gonna get you tons of shekels in the starting, or it's also gonna dig up random gears from the ground. Other than that, you also need this firefly thingy. Every single 5 minutes it's gonna do a guaranteed gold mutation on any random fruit, alright? That's really OP. Also, you need to look for this raccoon. This is also really good. It's one of the best one right now, and also one of the most expensive, and if you get that, you can basically steal a random player street. So if that isn't OP, I don't know what is, alright? There's like a full tier list on pets, so yeah, go ahead and watch some of those. But yeah, good pets really go a long way. Alright, the next tip is actually one of the most useful ones. I'd say this should have been in the last one, but I know people are gonna click off off, so I'm just gonna say it right now, right? So what you have to do whenever these weekly events come, like the B events right now, when you go over to the shop here and click on the seed pack, there are a bunch of sunflowers and like other kind of flowers over here. These are basically seeds. Now what you want to do is, even if they're really trash, just get all of them, all right, as much as you possibly can without hurting the bank. You know, a 50 kilo pink lily with no mutations goes for $1 million, and a sunflower, the lowest base value of the sunflower is 500k. So that is what's crazy about all of these. So just get all of these seeds possible. Any limited seeds you see coming on weekly, when whatever, just get all of them. If you haven't gotten the old ones, get all of the new ones at least. All right, the next tip is what you see me doing a lot, which is get all of these mutations. Now stack all of these mutations as much as possible. All right, let me just do a quick maths and show you how much these are going to be worth. Let's say the moon melon goes for around 100k, which is the base value for it. Okay, now let's say gold, which is 20x, pollinated, which is 2x, celestial, which is somewhere like 125, and then frozen, which is 10x, and then we have honey glaze, which is a 5x, and then shocked, which is another 100x. So that is 25 million. Now multiply that by the base value of a normal moon melon, right? Even though this is like something like 1000 kilograms, we're gonna multiply it by the base value of like a 10 kilogram moon melon, which is around 100 grand, and boom, you can't even see the number, bro. 2.5 billion. One of these are worth 2.5 billion. I think I miscalculated. I'm probably looking at around 50 billion for all of these right here. And look, this one has chalk right here. That's like another 50x. And guess what? I spent like 2 days trying to get all of these mutations. Alright, the next tip is about the disco mint. I know most of you guys have heard about the disco mutation. I actually have it on some of my fruits right here. Now this is not rainbow. I'm pretty sure rainbow is worth more. Disco is like a 55x, and it's a developer based mutation, so developers can only do it. And look at this white touch right here, right? This is a 135x, and this is also a developer one, but I'm pretty sure it's only here for this update. But the thing about disco one is, right, it happens before every single update. So as soon as the game's gonna be updated, make sure you're on for like at least an hour before, because they're gonna be doing it multiple times, because it's not like a 100% chance all of your fruits are gonna get disco. It's like the celestial one. It's gonna fall from the sky, but it's gonna hit one, okay? It's not gonna hit the whole batch. And these last two tips are one of the most useful tips. Now the first tip is gonna be the sprinkler method. Yeah, you guys have heard a lot about this, but I'm gonna be telling you, I'm not actually gonna be showing you. If you guys want a separate video, let me know down in the comment section below. I might just make one on it. Now the sprinkler method is fairly the easier one, alright? What you need is 1 master sprinkler, 2 advanced sprinklers, 3 godly, and 4 basic sprinkler. But the thing is, you just need 1 master, and you can spam as many of these as you want, but make sure they're above 2, 3, and 4, alright? Make sure to place them first, alright? Place them first. Hear me out. You have to do this step by step, or otherwise it's not gonna work. Place the master sprinkler, place the advanced sprinkler, and make it so that all of the plants are in it. Then, okay, after you do this, you have to spam E and collect all of these fruits. If you did the fruits before and then the sprinkler, it's not gonna work at all. As soon as you have collected all of the fruits, just go ahead, press F11 and then close Roblox. Hop on like 1 hour and 30 minutes later, and this is the size of the moon melons you'll get. Otherwise it's gonna be like that size, which is, that's pretty boring. Nobody wants that, alright? Alright, the last and 10th and final method is actually the better version of the first method, and for this you have to basically do the same things, alright? But there's a catch. Now this is called the fall method for a really good reason, and this is what I did with my moon melons. So what you gotta do is make sure you do the sprinkler method, but instead of hopping off, you're gonna spam the watering can, which yeah, you're gonna be needing a lot of, and you're just gonna be spamming in the center area where all of the seeds are. And once you have done that, they're gonna be growing with the sprinkler and with the watering can, and they're even gonna result in even bigger sizes than this. Once they stop growing, you're gonna stop your auto clicker for the watering can, and then you're just gonna wait for mutations. And this is the reason it's called the foil method, because when you're done with it, all of this is going to be frozen like this. And this is actually one of the best methods right now. People say even better than the sprinkler method, but if you have less time on your hand, I'd just do the sprinkler method. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to see more Grow a Garden videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video.